Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into De-Education. This is our new series that me along with a couple of my friends we are producing because to help different students out there who are trying to pursue design as their career and want to go to design schools, but they often get stuck on what are the different ways, what's the scholarship and what the seniors wrote and the housing facilities and etc. etc. So this is gonna be a very blunt, raw conversation that will help you out to get the answers really straightforward way. So on this episode, we have Bhagyashree with us. So hi Bhagya, if you could introduce yourself to our audience out there.
Hi, Tej. Thanks for this introduction, and thanks for picking me up for the first ever your video for the D School. Hi, this is Bhagyashree here. I'm graduated from Symbiosis Institute of Design. I did my bachelor's in product designing, and it's been 3 years that I'm out of college. So, yep. I hope my thoughts and my experience would be able to help you with your
Indeed,
further
indeed.
career
So
path.
Bhagya, if you could, tell a background story, like what made you go to design school and pursue bachelor's? Because in India, it's really like very hard. Hardly people are going to design school at back in those days, but now it became like a very mainstream thing compared to engineering. So what was your journey on that? Like what made you choose to do bachelor's in product design?
Okay. I think, yeah, obviously the journey starts from there. I was also inclined towards engineering in the start, but I couldn't sustain in those commercial uh, tutoring programs. I couldn't sit there in resonance and study all that time. So probably from my ninth standard only, I was like already decided that okay, I cannot go into engineering. Cannot do that one. It was clear, and I had talked with my parents. So I had to put up. They said that then you have to come up with options because we don't know any options. So I had that much freedom to come up with options, and luckily, up internet was there at that time, quite blooming. So I could look into some of the possible prospects. So it started very initially. I wanted to become an archaeologist, but then slowly it shifted to different things, and then I found out about architecture with my one of my cousin sister had did that already, so I was aware about architecture. So luckily at that time, since I was in Bombay, a lot of schools not schools, I would call coaching centers similar to engineering. Few small design centers were opening like that, and so there was like this Banwar Rathod Institute and one more, I don't remember the name. So instead of those, I was able to visit a career counselor. Mom was like, okay, now you have options, but would you like to understand those options more? So they took me to a career counseling in probably in 10th standard, somewhere around. So she told me more about this particular creative fields like architecture, interior design, fashion design. Initial words were like, oh, interior, fashion, and architecture. These are the only three things. Then I like, yeah, I'm aware about that. I think I know NIFT would be the college or this would be what is more in these all fields. Then the educator counselor told me about the communication design, graphic design, industrial design, and product design. That's when I came into the awareness that there are so many different fields in this area itself. What particularly made me interested in product design was we use the products daily so much. So that was something intriguing to me. So I was like, okay, this kind of covers up both the part of I was into drawing and doing all this stuff from since childhood. So that was covered because drawing was you could never leave drawing in product designing, that's for sure. And the other part what intrigued me was that I could physically make these objects. So during those counseling also, she did definitely take a small test of me where she gave me some clay molds to make and all. So later that's what I understood, that product designing has a mix of actual hands-on work and also drawing, which I could never leave in, and both of them together. And just the design would allow me to think it in a more society or in a more group way, so that I can put out the product properly to the community there upfront. But instead of me just doing it on my own as a art stuff or just as a sculpture or anything, I could just make it more sense for the community or the group there. So that's what kind of aligned me towards the product design. I was also very much confused between actually product and communication design. So communication, the word itself was so vague. So what I understood communication was that it's graphic design. Okay. So even I didn't understand till the time I joined in college. So graphic design was particularly interesting because, packaging, we see food packaging daily, everything. You are daily in seeing of that and you buy products based on that. At least I could, if some fancy packaging is there, I would definitely pick up and read that product. So I was quite confused between these two. Interior fashion, these never came into the picture because I just thought that there are so many people out there who are doing this already. Am I really into this? Am I not? I couldn't decide on that part. And also, I tend to choose something which is not streamlined or not cliche yet. I try to choose that. So I think I was being very picky that time, but that happened. So okay, these all mixtures, because of the counselor, because of the internet, I was able to go through a lot of these things. So colleges, so I did enroll myself in one of the schools, and not school centers, one of the coaching centers for design. So they were basically just helping me out with what are the possible questions that comes in the exam, in the exams and all. So I was preparing for, at that time, I think for NID, NIFT were definitely in the picture, and I got to know about these colleges from that institute only, who was making coaching center. Sorry, yeah, the word is coaching center.
So what made you go to Symbiosis? Like, what was the design? Like, what was the test that you have wrote? And is there really a coaching required right now to go to Symbiosis?
Okay. What I really felt while going to the coaching classes, what design is very subjective. So you cannot quantify it the way you quantify giving IIT exams or NIT exams or any engineering exam. You can quantify it in marks. This is wrong, this is right. How could you quantify a design? So it's very subjective. So I think coaching classes or any that can help you with design, think they can make you more aware, but they cannot make you teach what is right or what wrong. Because in the end, it's very subjective, and you have to put it up in a way that the other person can look it as it's a need, yes, and the solution is just great out of it. So I think coaching classes would be good for practice, but not sure. But if somebody who cannot afford it, and coaching classes is definitely not necessary for design. I think now you have papers online that you can book up. There are books also if you just want to practice. Okay, so I had different college options, obviously, as I knew about that. I had to prepare myself for, at least I think I did for 5 to 6 colleges at that time, and ID being on the top. NIFT was a very optional one because I couldn't decide what will I do in NIFT as a discipline. I think at that point of time I had applied for leather designing. I find that very weird now, but okay. I'd applied for an ID NIFT, Symbiosis. Symbiosis, I was aware about that college because my sister studied in there, my cousin sister. But and luckily I had met one of the former students, senior student there in Symbiosis. So I knew about a little bit about the design and what all they offer.
So the
These
pre-interaction
three,
with the seniors really helped you in shaping the journey right before going into the college, right? Like the
yes,
pre-interaction.
before going into the college, yeah. But at that point of time, now my understanding about design was still not clear. I think I met the senior in my 10th standard, so I had still 2 more years to figure out these things. I couldn't ask her the appropriate questions, so I was confused. What should I ask her? What not? The only thing I understood from her tone at that point of time was design students are very free to do whatever they want. They are given the opportunity to do everything. It's not like steady exam and steady an exam. I think in 10th standard, that's what I understood at that point of time. But later I got to know what freedom meant in the design school. Yeah.
From college side, did you got any help from Symbiosis and like help you in terms of settling down the papers or the material required? Or I guess there won't be any portfolio review at the bachelor's level, I believe.
So at that point of time, portfolio review was happening. So I'll put it down very clearly actually. And ID, NIFT, and SID, what my experience was. This was the closest, and these three were the ones where I was expecting to get into also. So NIF, starting with NID, definitely they had their exams, some basic intellectual questions. I think they are general knowledge based, and then they would have some art. So the second round, mostly comes into after once you're selected in first round. The same 3 round selection was happening in all the 3 colleges. And kind of a one drawback thing is that you have to prepare for 3 of them differently, because they do have different previous question year papers, especially the general knowledge test that comes in the first part. So that's one drawback of design colleges, that for every college you'll have to prepare separately. You cannot like prepare one for all. Yes. Yep.
So once you got admitted, what was the process like? The branch is been allocated by the university itself, or it's like you have chosen that and you will be allocated with that?
So every time you get to choose your branch. So like I said, I had chosen for NIFT leather designing. So every time you can choose a branch. It depends. Few colleges of allows you to choose 2 branches. Sometimes they would allow you to choose 1 branch. Depends. So yeah, and also it depends how you pass first part, second part, and the third part. Based on that, also sometimes you get the choice. So I think in Symbiosis, I had applied for communication and product designing, but I didn't remember that it had an order. So I got selected for product communication design, and then I had to make a switch to product design. So that was after first year with these things happened. But yeah, from the college side, none of these 3 colleges provided with any information apart from the fact that we have to give one this basic examination, just a general description of this is what you're going to do. There was no help from, okay, this is where you can find previous year question papers, these are our previous year question papers, nothing like that. These are something I got from online or from some book centers outside where they kept books and all. From there I used to collect these ones. And NID and NIFT books were so rare, I had to wait for them to get it. So I would go tell them, do you have such question papers for NID and NIFT and SEED? So these 3 would come together in a book format. So then they used to get it. It used to take a week. I remember waiting for that. Then they had got the books.
But I hope
Oh,
now all these older papers are available on websites and
yeah,
stuff.
everything would be available right now. And also these coaching centers now, also they have like a set. So you don't have to physically go and sit for the classes, download all the papers, just pay for the papers, and then you get everything. So you can practice on your own also, which
And
is quite cheaper. Yeah, which is quite cheaper than
and
compared
now
to the
with this
other.
COVID thing, I totally believe it's also all remote now. So it's
Also all
now.
remotely. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think people think that if you're applying to design, your drawing skills must be like next level. I still can't draw a human figure properly, so it's totally fine. I don't think the
Yeah,
drawing has to be a
that's a
great
topic that
level.
you had brought up. That's a really good point because a lot oftentimes all these young people or people who are
Yes,
going for masters also they think that you must be very good with sketching or drawing, but in fact that's not the real thing, right?
that's not the real thing. I mean, there are various ways how you can communicate your solution, and design. Drawing is one of them. So how do you draw? How do you explain is very on your personal and perspective level, and also how you communicate. So that's a mixture of that. So I definitely don't think drawing has to be your solid point or great point. Mostly you should be able to draw something that is in your mind and in your imagination. If you're able to tell me that slipper can also be used like a chai holder, okay, then slipper straps can be also used as chai holder. Just draw it in such a way that you can explain it to them. It
Wow.
doesn't have to be perspective and proper. You can also write down words and letters and everything. That's fine, totally.
That's
Yeah.
great, Bhagya. So let's talk about your journey. Like it's a 4-year course, right? So let's take us through your from first year to fourth year and what are the various learnings. I know it might be blurry right now, but still any stuff that you want to bring out in these 4 years and what were the major learnings out of the design school and how did you shape from Bhagya in 12th standard to after graduating from a D school?
Yeah, I definitely shaped a lot. I would have never expected college changing me so much. And I would say it brought me a lot of maturity and if yes. So okay, so I have studied in the same school from nursery to 12th. So my group circle or my full batch circle never changed, nor did the surrounding change for a long time. Suddenly college was a new area, and I am socially very active, and I like to talk people, I like to engage with people. So there also in the first year I had the similar phase that okay, I want to talk to people, I want to talk to people, but people are coming from so many different places in India. It was so confusing to talk to them because the accent was different, the way was different, and I have never experienced this thing. So it was difficult, but yeah, it went through off. So first year being, mm, I can say this from experiences that I've heard from. I have a lot of friends in NID, NEFT, and various design schools now. So first year, pretty much everybody has a foundation year. They mix and match you. They make different groups. They would shuffle you in different creative works that you can do. They can show you a movie and they can tell you that make a poster out of it or make a small installation, art installation out of it. So it's just random things you would be doing. There is no a steady book and then you have to give an exam. No, they could they would teach you design principles and all, and they will tell you come up with your own combination of these things, design principles. So it's all varied. So if you have 200 students, none of them will match. Never. No solutions ever match in those 200 also. So that's the fun about foundation year. And what it's one of the greatest help in design school, I feel, is connection with the seniors. You just got to talk with all the seniors as much as possible, reach out to them. Even if you're not in the college, I think before college also you should try and reach out to as many people as possible. It will give you a great glimpse of how this different college life is. So now also when if anybody explains me the college life, I can see the difference of engineers college life and design college life. I am not giving a comparison here, but there is a huge difference. We are The design school is way more open in that such. Yeah. So first year definitely helped open up, and I was in a mindset of I have to go for every social interaction. I need to meet people. I need to know seniors. I need to know more faculty, so much ever possible. I need to do. I also need. It was my curiosity, so doesn't have to be everybody with the same. If you are extrovert, it could be different. But I was curious to see. Okay, my seniors are doing something in the wood workshop till late in the night. Can I help you? Can I just paint with you? So I would learn that painting techniques. Or can I just sand this for you? So it's like a help that we could offer. Yeah, that definitely helps them with their assignment, but you learn with them. So yeah. And product designing specifically, I had a great experience because our faculty and our batch was always there in the college, because our workshop were open. We had to do nothing on digital in second, third year at least. Very few things were in digital, which you could finish it up over the weekend. Most of the time, you had to stay in the college to get the things done. Then stay late in the night, go to wood workshop, go to metal workshop, do things, go to a laser cutting machine. Just have to keep doing things. So when you're in the college continuously 24/7, basically you just meet the various people. And product, one good part about this was, since I was into material, I could also go and get in touch with fashion people also. So sometimes I may need a fabric for my product. How to get that done? So you have to make a good network of contacts, or not a good network of contacts, few good friends around you who are in different disciplines that can help you. Sometimes your product may need a packaging or a good graphics. So your graphic friend could help you in that. So that's how my second and third year went along almost. This is how I would like uh, connect with people, learn things, and also kind of get things done or do things for them, or they would do things for us. So it was always a cross discipline happening around, that we had to intentionally do it. Faculties never said us that go cross discipline again. No, if your product or your design solution needs a cross discipline, you can definitely go and mix and mingle and match. So second and third year kind of went in that way. One of the biggest, um, I think for every college, whether it be design or engineering, is the college festivals. I think everybody enjoys that well. So everybody has good memories of college festivals. Same with me here also. So our college festival, here also we did. Uh, Again, it kind of looked like assignment to us, just that the installation has to be big and real size this time. So from first year to third year, the transition happened. Like first year, you would help your seniors. Second year, also you would help your seniors in building up. In third years, you would be the like owners or the members of the team, and then you will run the show. And first and second year students will help you in that. I think that really helped me build a confidence level, because it slowly caught up, and that was like a real life thing. People coming and appreciating it. So that definitely brought me a great creative confidence, I could say, over the time. um I Okay, so in design, it's like I said, it's very subjective, but for any university or any school, they have to somehow give some type of marking so that you can pass with some numbers in the college. This is very subjective. I mean, till now I cannot imagine why did the faculty give me this mark out of this and the other one out of this and that. So that marking is just a forceful implication of the university rules. So I think even I was getting pissed off that okay, the marking is going low. Why, what is happening around and everything? But neither of that. Just enjoying that college life. And I think fourth year I kind of did not bother about the marks or the GPA or everything. I think we are brought up in a mindset, right? You give 10th exam and then you give 12th exam. So suddenly you bother about design school giving marks also. How would you give a mark? Okay, your solution is better, your solution is not better. Maybe somebody's solution is targeted towards one user, the other solution is not, and to the other user. So it's just funny. But neither ways, never mind about the markings. Just make sure that you are able to give out a value of the design that you have done, and you are more than you are satisfied. Make sure the value that you want to give out in your solution, you are able to achieve that. That's it. There would be some markings that would happen on the faculty basis. That's totally fine. Yes, I think
That's totally
fourth year went in a great enjoyment because we were very less in the college, and then we moved for the internship as well. So that sudden shift of no social environment and then just uh, working in an internship in a different environment. Anyways, I'll talk about that one separately.
So were you a day scholar or a hostler?
Oh, I was a hostelite, and I definitely loved being in the hostel. Our hostel was very good,
So how
like
was the
very.
whole infrastructure of the campus and the hostel life, if you want to focus on that?
Symbiosis, since my sister was there, my cousin sister was there, so I had some glimpse of how Symbiosis hostel life is going to be. I was not aware about the college. College varies, campus size would vary depending on everything. You just need to make sure that you have like good workshops, studio areas, you have good materials that you need to work in these workshops, and a good stationery shop around you, and a good food place, obviously. So yeah, those things get completed. Hostel, whether you live in hostel or outside, I think that is totally fine. Yes, there was, yeah, one thing hostel definitely helped me in is late night assignments. So if you have assignments going on, you can sit in group and do assignments, and you have space, and you have to like call someone. It's so easy. If you stay out somewhere outside and you're all are segregated, you'll have to take your things and move to that place and then work with your friend. I think that was a lot of trouble. In hostel, you could just gather around and sit in the terrace area and just scrub your product and just paint your products. I think that was one plus point of the hostel, at least.
That's really wonderful. So in terms of faculty, like, were you being always constantly being mentored or guided by them, or was it like just a classroom interaction, or was there any post classroom interactions were also there?
Yes, a good post classroom interaction used to happen. And one good thing about these faculties were they were very open. So you meet them outside, you meet them at their home. Sometimes they, if somebody who's living not in a hostel but outside in a flat, they could also visit their home and chill with us, and then also talk about design and our stuff and going on everything else. But like I said, again, the faculty ratio here was like 1:50 for our class, at least at that time. So which was also good because there was various faculties who would keep shuffling and moving around, and also they would have cross disciplinary, like I said. So sometimes a faculty from fashion would come and teach us about some fabric materials and how the manufacturing happens and processing happens of that. Or sometimes a communication teacher would come and talk about the packaging of the product and how it makes a difference and how graphics should be aligned. So yes, definitely the faculties interaction were good at that time for us for a very long time. Yes, and luckily for us, one of our super seniors also had come as a faculty. So that age difference was quite a less. So he was way chill around with us, and I think I'm still in touch with him and the other HOD faculty also till now. Yes, and our material and processing faculty was, he was just super cute, and we still adore him so much for that was just, yeah, it was wonderful. I mean,
That's really wonderful. So what was your fee structure like?
okay. So fee structure kept, As far as, okay, so that point of time, it was somewhere around 2.7 lakh, which was going on only for the college. Hostel was definitely separate.
That's
They
per
at that
annum,
point of
right?
time, 2.7 per annum. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
2.7 lakh per annum. Yes. Which included everything. You did not have to buy anything in the workshop area, in the college area. If you need anything extra in the stationery, you have to go and buy those things, because those are your additional things that you would need for your design. But all the drill, hammer, welding equipments and painting equipments, everything was available in the workshop. So this includes all of that. It also included all the laser cutting that you had to do, all the, if you are using fashion classes, fashion workshops, then all the stitching materials and everything. Also, vacuums were available at that. We had vacuums. We had the huge monitor size vacuums ones, which were available for that point of time. All the softwares and digital studio with all the softwares are available with that. So this fee structure included a lot of things, but yes, definitely it will still be expensive as compared to a engineering college. 2.7 like is a lot, but I think it's because of the facilities that they have around, and also Symbiosis. Yeah.
That's really great. So if you want to, like, right now in this COVID era, this is like the most complicated question that we've been often asked as a senior designer, is that is really going to D school matter right now in 2021 or coming 2021? So what's your opinion on that? Like being from coming from D school and stuff.
I'm looking forward to attend one more D school, like badly, like really. I miss that socializing, that creative zone or that discussion zone, that late night talks and that full hands-on workshop experience and all. I I would not believe that you can have a day school running online fully. If you really, you can learn things. You can learn on your own. You need that much amount of motivation to do it yourself. But that feeling in the community, in that group, and that energy that you have at that point of time, you cannot achieve it by not going to a school, any kind of school, whether it be your engineering or your design school or any type of school, even though business school also. I think it's very, so that's one huge difference only online and this one. I think I totally, I'm attending few of the online small sessions online nowadays to complete few of the courses that I want to do additionally. So I can see the difference. I don't feel motivated enough. I'm not in that group circle continuously. People not always switch on their video. People not always talk, or they're not comfortable in the video. So that creates a little barrier. You cannot be creative when you have barriers. I think this would take time. Maybe our generation will might take some time. Maybe the other generation will be used to virtually doing these things than now. But definitely, I think creativity is with the mix of culture, with the mix of mindset, with the mix of group environment. And one very big thing uh, I was able to learn in school is, maybe you may not adapt, or you may not be able to get well along with that person, but still have conversations, especially for your design. Still have conversations, still exchange those experiences, still exchange everything. You don't need to be a good friend to them, or you don't like them, I can't even bear him, I can't even stand her, I'll not even go for coffee with her, she cannot be my friend. No, that's totally fine. But still have conversation, exchange experiences and conversation. That will definitely help you for your, for any kind of career you have.
That's actually a really a great advice. Even in real time collaboration also, you should not put off egos and other factors that will stop you from collaborating with another being, and that will stop you from sharing the different experiences or the knowledge that you would. So that's a
And
great point that you have told.
yeah, age difference is something I have not experienced in the bachelor school, but I have heard now. I'm also like researching about the master D school right now for myself also. So I've heard that age difference is a thing there, because any type of person could come in there. So that is something that is new for me to experience. How much age difference will change the conversation and the exchange of information that will happen now. So that is
That's
something new, and I've definitely a huge culture shift. If I'm planning to do abroad now masters, So definitely a great culture shift, and the age difference. How will it make a change? Let's see then
Yeah, that
later
would
on.
be. So, in terms of Symbiosis, were there any like by given campus placement, like college aiding you to provide campus placement and or internships to make you, practically knowledgeable on the industry right now? Were there any sort of those programs over there?
Yes, at that point of time, even we were volunteering it. So when I was a junior, so I was volunteering for my seniors to get into the placement holding things and all. So in terms of knowledge sharing, there was not such a, yeah, the sessions were conducted. Yes, sessions were conducted by the companies itself to make us aware about what their needs are of the company needs, and what are they going to take us, how are they going to place us. So again, you cannot quantify design. They cannot see your GPA and get you a job. So you had to give their test there itself. So every company used to come and they used to give out their specific requirements, or this is how, this is the use case, or this is the user story. How would you give the solution? The solution could be a tangible solution or an intangible solution or just a paper sketch. They were open to any form of solution at that point of time. So that is something on the spot happening on that day itself. So it would get done by the end, in the end of the day. Yes, and then again, the interview rounds they definitely do to understand your mindset and to ask you some questions. So from that point of time, from college, the support we had for the placement was uh, definitely they came into the college for these placement holders. Huge numbers could go in. We had no number restriction as such, and for at that when I was there, at least 20 to 15 college companies had come in, and they were varied for different disciplines also. Different disciplines had different companies at that point of time. Yes, until now college do sends me sometimes mail out for the placements happening around sometimes. Yeah, if they are looking for some senior designers or not, I do get some mails sometimes. Yep.
That's really great, Bhagya. So let's wrap up the show. So thanks for coming in and sharing all your insights on Symbiosis and your bachelor design in product and how you have shaped. It was really wonderful hearing from you. And guys, like if this series is really helping you out, drop me more names. This is open platform, so anyone can come and share their expertise to help other fellow young creative aspirants to get into design schools or pursue design there on their own with tons of lots of questions that you could ask in these sessions. So thanks once again, Bhagya, and thank you everyone for watching it.
Thanks. I hope this would help the all the audience who are going to watch it out. I can definitely recommend you some of my juniors also. I think that gap would be able to help you with more, will be able to help other young students who will be going in right now. Yep. I think who's watching it can also ping me in separately if they want to know more, or if they want to ask more questions. Yes, be open to questions. Just ask as many questions as possible for this thing.